Hi, everyone. I just wanted to take a couple minutes to share with you about this year's National Nurses in Business Association Nurse Entrepreneurship and Career Alternatives Virtual Conference. We were scheduled to meet in person in Vegas, September 25th through 27th, but unfortunately, due to the global pandemic, we have made the decision not to meet in person for everyone's safety. With that being said, because it's a virtual conference this year, you can expect to get way more value for the cost because now you get the opportunity to get access to all of the presentations for the main conference. You see, when you go to a conference in person, you can only go to so many of the breakout sessions because they're happening at the same time. So if you would have gone to the conference last year, you are only able to attend 4 of the breakout sessions because the others are going on at the same time. There's 4 rooms, they're going on at the same time. You switch, you can go through them only so many times. This year, you're going to get access to all of the presentations, so all 12 topics you have access to. The extra amazing thing with this is that Michelle Podlesny and her team have decided to give all of the virtual conference participants access to the presentations of the main conference for 3 weeks. So you're going to have plenty of time to go through the presentations, to write down as much information and access the presentations, have access to any resources that the presenters have provided in the conference, and then even write down some questions that you can then later at some of the roundtable discussions that are going to happen after the conference, you'll have an opportunity to ask some of those questions and to get some more information if you were left begging for more, which is not very likely because our presenters are well-versed, experts in their field, and they will really help you to develop strategies for business success. So I'm just going to browse through real quick so you can kind of see. I would like for you to independently go to nursesbusiness.com. And then you can look up all of the conference information. You can register for the conference, for the main conference. You can register for pre-conferences, which I'll show you in just a second where those are on the web page, and then all of the amazing content that you can get exposure to. And then I'll also show you how you can register for the conference. So just briefly, again, we have our keynote on both Saturday and Sunday. So on Saturday, we have From Risk to Reality, Navigating the Entrepreneurial Journey. So lots of insight and expert tips from Dr. Renee Thompson to really tell us how we should continue to move through entrepreneurship, whether you're just getting started or whether you've been doing it for several years. There's always new and exciting challenges that lie ahead, and I can't wait for this keynote. Lots of helpful things like legal ins and outs of business, creating a health advocacy business, show me the money in nurse-owned business, creating your own senior foot care company, building brand identity from idea to reality, social media, how to get your influence out there. Then we have another keynote on Sunday. This is Grow Your Greatness, Nurse Entrepreneurs on Fire. I'm going to be highlighting some of the things that nursing entrepreneurs who are at the top of their game are doing so that you can also do those things in your business. How to start your cannabis nurse coaching business. Huge market, lots of potential. And Dominique, I know personally, is incredibly talented and very knowledgeable in this area. She created a wonderful guest blog post on my website. If you're ever interested in checking that out, it's pretty incredible. You can learn a lot from this presentation. YouTube for nursing, for nurses, how to create, grow, and monetize your channel. So whether you don't want to be in a brick and mortar business, if you don't want to be, selling your health skills to individuals, how you can use YouTube to monetize yourself based off of your skill set, stuff that you already know how to do. You can make money off of YouTube. I can't wait to learn from this presentation. How to create successful nurse coaching business. Nurse coaching is an incredible opportunity. There's lots of need out there. Nurses, need a lot of support and guidance as they navigate through the profession. And Pam can definitely help you develop the skill set you need to launch and run a successful coaching business. Then we have how to get $1 million in free publicity from the one and the only inspirational nurse, Donna Cardillo. Even if you don't want to get $1 million in free publicity, which I don't know who wouldn't want that, you have to attend this presentation. Donna is incredible. You would love her presentation. I can guarantee it. I'm excited to sit through the presentation. I always love learning from her, and I enjoy her talks, her speeches, her inspiration, her wealth of knowledge. Then we have From Fear to New Career, Set the Stage for Your Second Act. That rings true for so many of us. So many nurses are second career nurses, and then some of us realize we don't want to do what traditional nursing is doing. We might not be able to keep up with what the bedside nursing demands are. And so being able to shift again to a career path that is more in line with our current goals, motivations, and skill sets. So I'm really excited for this presentation. And Nurses and Wealth, Creating Your Financial Roadmap. I'm super excited for this presentation because I want to know the skills that I need to start road mapping the successes that I'm having. Right now I'm in the honeymoon phase where I make some money, I spend the money. It's enjoyable. But, all smart business owners and even people not in business, we need to be a little bit more calculated and savvy about financial road mapping. Whether we're trying to buy a new house, whether we're trying to buy a new building for our business, whether we're trying to franchise, whatever the case is, we need to be able to start keeping better track of our money, road mapping for financial success, and I can't wait for this presentation. So those are all the presenters and presentation topics for the main conference. Lots and lots of tremendous value. And then you have your pre-conference presentations that you can purchase individually. And these are 3-hour presentations that really go into a deep dive on everything you need to know on these particular topics. So we have here Stella Song, incredible. You do not want to miss this. Please, 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 you'll regret it if you don't go to her presentation. And I'm going to say this very honestly. Even if you're not interested in home and community-based elder care, which I don't know why any nurse entrepreneur would not be interested in that, because there's always some way that you can market to that very specific healthcare need. Her presentations are just so inspiring and invigorating and motivating that you'll definitely take away a lot from this presentation. So I highly, highly recommend. And then we have Lois Jacobic. It's a gold mine, translating your nursing expertise into education business. Google Lois Jacobic. See what she's doing. Her education company, Nurse Builders, is incredible, super successful, brilliant woman. I've enjoyed listening to her speak. I enjoy learning from her. I enjoy collaborating with her. And nurses know so much information already. Why not position yourself to be able to take what you know and turn it into a lucrative business model? And that's exactly what she's done. So if you love teaching, if you love education, you can definitely position yourself for financial freedom by attending her presentation. And then we have Keith Carlson, a amazing speaker, author, podcaster, nurse coach, registered nurse, lover of many things, colleague and friend. He is incredible. I've been a guest on his podcast several times. I've attended a pre-conference, the very first conference I went to, where he was speaking on the topic of podcasting with several other speakers. It was, I believe, 3 of them who were speaking on the topic of podcasting. He is incredible. He has lots of really top-notch guests on his podcast, and he knows a thing or two about the technicalities, how to get started, what equipment you should get, topics that are hot, channels that you should be on, all of that stuff. So if you're interested in podcasting, which is a wonderful way to share your message, to gain attention, to build an audience or a following, definitely hit up Keith Carlson's pre-conference. You won't be sorry. And then Stella Song added again for another session. So here she's talking about next level success in elder care, programs and marketing strategies. And so this one is more for the people who already have their senior care business and now they want to level it up. So if you have a senior care business or you're interested to maybe get the beginnings and after you get started, it doesn't matter. You'll still get so much from this pre-conference workshop. And again, she's an incredible presenter. She really delivers her information so succinctly, you won't be sorry. And then last but not least, we have Michelle Podlesny, the president of the NNBA, who is doing the best presentation. I've been fortunate enough to attend this pre-conference, and she always adds something new. She always shares new ideas as she learns them. We're all evolving and growing as entrepreneurs. So it's really a great thing to be able to craft your elevator pitch, blueprint, and marketing you. When you can know how to speak about what you do and how you can serve others in a succinct way, you can pretty much land a sale every single time, so long as the person's interested in your product. Before I attended this conference, this presentation, I didn't know how to speak about what I do in a succinct manner. And with her knowledge and expertise that comes from her years of experience, corporate business, she has developed this process that really helps you to think about what it is that you want people to know about you and how you can get that message across. And I think that this presentation is incredible. It would benefit any entrepreneur, whether you're aspiring, already in business, or even at the top of your game. There's no reason why you shouldn't attend this pre-conference workshop. The information here is incredible. You won't be upset at all that you attended this conference. You'll be very delighted. I can guarantee that. So from here, you can see each pre-conference session has a buy now button. So if you hit that buy now button, which I just clicked this one, it's going to bring you to the page where you can see the pricing and register for the pre-conference session. And so here it's $159, which again, this conference, and I know Stella and I know the way that she delivers her content and how in detail she goes and how much actionable items she gives her attendees or her participants or clients. I'm sure it's worth 5 times the amount that's being charged here. So again, it is 3 contact hours. It looks like the early bird pricing has already passed because we're already in August. But it says that you're going to leave the workshop with a roadmap of how to establish and launch at least one business within 30 days. And that's a Stella Song guarantee. If you follow the plan and you put everything in place that she's going to teach, you will be able to launch your business within 30 days. I hear testimony over and over and over again from people that she helps. And if this is something you're really interested in, I recommend it. So you can go into each pre-conference session, look at the pricing, look at what you can expect to get from that. If it's possible for you to do all of them, I highly recommend that you do all of them. If it's not possible for you to do all of them, I still say do all of them. This is the key. This is the reason why. Yes, if you purchase every single thing, that can add up to a pretty penny. But With this conference, you're not paying for airfare. You're not paying for hotel lodging. You're not paying for meals. You're not buying people drinks. Which, if you want to buy me a drink in the future, I'll take you up on that. But for this conference, you're saving a lot of additional expenses that you would normally pay that most people don't even flinch at for the experience of learning so much valuable content. So just think, even if you purchase the entire conference, the main conference plus every pre-conference workshop, you're still spending less than it would for you to fly to Vegas, get a hotel room, pay for all your meals, and then I'm sure all of the other fun touristy things you'll do while you're there. But the value for having the content for 3 weeks to digest, it's just incredible. So I can't speak highly enough of this opportunity. I highly recommend, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, if you're interested in how to position yourself while you're moving through a traditional nursing profession, every single person at this conference has the experience. We've been there. We've held many titles as nurses. We're educators at every level. So this is the conference where you can network, where you can build long-lasting relationships, both personal and professional. I highly recommend you become a member of the National Nurses in Business Association. I do not get paid any extra money to promote this, to convince you to become a member. This is purely just out of my experience and how much I've appreciated the content, the connection, and the camaraderie that the NNBA has to offer. So I hope that you register for the conference. I hope to see you there. I hope to connect with you on social media, and I hope that you get everything you need out of this conference so you can also enter into successful entrepreneurship. I hope you appreciate this video, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.